Well, I was just getting on today and talk about the recent death of Whitney Houston. This great iconic figure. But when you think about it, Waiting to Exhale song, the Bodyguard song, besides those two things, I really don't know Whitney Houston for crap. I mean, she was a junkie, crackhead, married to Bobby Brown. They used to fight and beat the hell out of each other. And I mean, some people, that's the way they make a name for themselves. And I mean, if you look back at different people that's passed away, I love Elvis Presley, but he was a junkie as well. He was on pills. It is what it is. I don't see why the world has to pause because a junkie dies. Well, if that's the way it goes, we got junkies all over the world passing every day. I mean, it's what's wrong with society is we hold people so highly for what they've done. You got Whitney Houston that had water in her lungs. Okay. Whitney's a 48, 58, whatever year old woman. I don't think she drowned in her bathtub. When you shoot up and you get so trashed that you go unconscious and go underwater, and of course you're going to get water in your lungs. That's like saying he had water in his lungs because he died and somebody threw him off a boat. No shit, for real? He had water in his lungs? I thought he was a dadgum fish and he had gills that expelled the water out the side whenever you pull him out of the tub. No, don't be retarded. Of course she had water in her lungs. They're just saying what people need to hear right now. But to hold Whitney Houston, a junkie, up so highly, and let's celebrate the life of Whitney Houston. Let's celebrate the 2 hits that she had. How about that? I mean, look at her. She's frail and just look like she shoots up all the time. And that's what happened. Shooting up, smoking crack, pills, alcohol, all that crap. So I'm not going to shed a tear. Oh, no, I'm not going to shed a tear. I mean, I'm a grown man. I really don't have to cry except for Old Yeller and Where the Red Fern Grows. That's the only times I'm expected to cry. Somebody dies, if they're not my family members, that's the only time I'd really cry. I mean, iconic figures that I love to see, Chuck Norris, but Chuck Norris will never die, so I don't have to worry about ever crying, except for my family. But, just talking about holding people high up, Belushi, that James Belushi or whatever that died. He OD'd. Chris Farley OD'd. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh my God, I wish Chris Farley was still alive. He chose his way out, just like Whitney chose her path. Belushi chose his path. Elvis chose his path. They choose their own path. I'm choosing my path. My path is going down this road going to work to make me a living. That's my path. I don't shoot nothing up in my arm. I don't even give blood. That's just how afraid of needles I am. I'll lay out on the floor to take a nap. It's not that I'm scared of needles. It's just whenever they put a needle in my arm, I decide I would like to go to sleep for a couple of seconds. That's because I can do that. But somebody else has really got to me. People celebrated his life and they even made a movie about it. Is that Pedro dude off of MTV? He was a gay dude. Bumping uglies with other dudes and he gets HIV. Then it turns out to full-blown AIDS. No kidding. Are you serious? A gay dude in San Francisco got AIDS. So because of that, let's start this $1 million foundation. Let's put him on MTV so people can idolize him. And let's celebrate his life and make an autobiography about the gay Puerto Rican dude that got AIDS. Well, look at Magic Johnson. He's a married man, got HIV. He's got HIV. Has it spread to AIDS yet? Funny how money can change things. I can live with HIV, but it's not going to go to AIDS because I have millions and millions and millions of dollars. Even though I was having an extramarital affair against my wife to get the HIV. Ain't that right, Magic? You're not so magical no more, are you? Well, guess you could say you are still Magic Johnson's. Magic, your ass is still alive after all these years of having HIV. But anyway, let's look back and celebrate lives of people that actually meant something, actually did something. Whitney Houston sang a song and acted in a film. So what? So what? I got more respect for people that go through rehab and come out and straighten their lives up. That can actually get out of rehab and straighten themselves up. Not continue to smoke crank, shoot up, sniff the heroin. Anyway, let's celebrate military. People that's died for our freedom. Died so Whitney can roll down the street and buy her crank on the corner. That's why today is going to be anti-Whitney Day for me. I'm listening to satellite radio 80s on 8 because she didn't make nothing in the 80s. It was all in the 90s. And if I hear something about it there, I'm going to drop back to the 70s. If I hear something on the 70s, we're going way back. We're going to the crooners back in the 40s and 50s. I will jump off these stations. Just not going to happen. So anyway, you have a good day. If you want to celebrate the life of Whitney, celebrate the way she's doing right now. Shh. Don't say nothing. Put some water in your lungs and shut your mouth. Night. Later.